This is an exercise I love to use for opening up some of our upper back, working on getting a little bit more thoracic flexion, and getting just a little bit more rib cage mobility backwards, because we want to be able to breathe in lots of different positions, and a lot of people start to lose the ability to expand their rib cage backwards, which can limit our thoracic spine mobility. And for many people, we are stuck in a lot of extension, whether you're somebody who always kept your shoulder blades back, always had a quote unquote good posture, and now we have a lot of extension through our backs. So what we need to do is kind of restore some thoracic flexion. So to do this exercise, you're gonna come down into a nice deep squat. If you cannot do this or can't get into this position, this might not be the exercise for you. We want your arms kind of parallel, so I don't want them above 90 degrees. And I want you to be able to hold on to something, whether it's a squat rack or a nice sturdy column or a door frame. And from here, you're kind of gonna let yourself sink into some flexion. Let that rib cage come back. Try not to lose a ton of height in your skeleton, but what we're looking for is a nice deep stretch in between your shoulder blades. We just don't want to crane up into a lot of cervical or neck extension. So make sure we're kind of pushing and reaching those shoulder blades forward until you feel a little bit of a stretch. Now, from here, we really want to work on slow, quiet inhale. If we go really fast, it will look like this. We don't want that. I'm not trying to breathe vertically. I'm trying to breathe backwards. I'm trying to get expansion between my shoulder blades. So it's going to be very subtle, very slow, and very quiet. In through your nose, in between your shoulder blades. Pause for 1 to 2 seconds, and then exhale and reach more. So what you're going to think about, inhaling with mouth closed, tongue on the roof of your mouth, quietly through your nose into between your shoulder blades. Exhale, soft breastbone. So you can think about fogging up a mirror, or blow out just slowly through your mouth. But as you do that, you are reaching your shoulder blades more. We should get a nice big stretch in through your rib cage, depending on the positioning of your hands and how rounded or not you are with your upper back or your mid back or your head. You might feel the stretch and sensation in slightly different areas. Find the position that is the most tense for you and work on that for that amount of breaths. Typically, we'll program this for a amount of breaths as repetition. So you can do that, or you can just set a timer and work on your breath here so you're not worried about it. But remember, we want a slow, quiet inhale, a pause, and then exhale a little bit longer than your inhale. And that should help you start to open up some of that upper back and get another option for breathing. Make sure that as you do this, you're not trying really hard, and we are having a nice, easy, quiet breath, and you should start to feel that your breath becomes less forceful and you get more and more air into the back, which means a little bit bigger and bigger of inhales, and that's how you can mark your progress. But remember, with breath work, it takes a lot of reps, so be patient and be consistent and trust the process.